DaBaby. I've been hearing a lot of things. These things, I don't know how I feel about them. So I think you and I can come together, sit down, and have a talk. Hello everyone, my name is Hank and welcome to Brilliant You Life Coaching. Thank you so much for coming to watch this video. Now, I know what you're all here about since the beginning and the thumbnail. I have slight beef with DaBaby. Yes, this is a call out. Just kidding. This is not a call out. I mean, I guess it's kind of a call out. So, for those of you who do not know who DaBaby is, he is a rapper that has grown immensely, and I really love his music. However, very recently, he had a little altercation with one of his fans. Now, DaBaby has a history of not necessarily being the most friendliest of people, like 100%, and that's fine. Everyone has their days and whatnot. But, slight issue is he is a little problematic. Just a little. And I don't mean that in a hurtful or angry way, saying that he is bad or evil or has problems. I'm just saying that he does have a tendency to be aggressive. Now, in his defense, he has had very many issues with not just fans, but people in general. Now, DaBaby is no stranger to altercations or fights with not necessarily his fans, but people coming up to him, doing things to him just to aggravate him because they know that they can. It's like a bully comes to bother you. He knows how to press your buttons. It's kind of the same way, except in this case, DaBaby is actually not the bully. He is the person getting bullied. Before, he was at a hotel and one of the staff from the hotel continuously was recording him and his daughter. He loves his daughter, and he is a very good father. Takes care of his daughter and his family very well. And he just wants some time with her. You know, when you're touring as an artist, it takes it out of you. You don't get a chance to see your family. You don't get a chance to relax. So this was a time for him and his daughter. And he asked the person multiple times to leave him the hell alone, stop. And I think he, in the most nicest terms, beat him or punched him or broke his phone or shoved him against a wall, something like that. Actually, he was pretty calm about this. Usually he knocks somebody out. This time he was relatively non-aggressive for him. In the past, he has killed somebody before, but it was in self-defense. So like I was saying, DaBaby has a history of having these aggressive bouts with people. What happened was a couple weeks ago, he was at a club for an event, and a fan had their phone, had the light on because they were recording him, and I guess from according to what the news sources are, they got shoved and put the phone with the light right into his eye, and there were bruises, like he showed it on camera. Now, this is what happened. He took the hit and instantly went and slapped in the direction where he got tapped in. Now, I understand as someone who has grown up in a certain area that, you know, you get hit, you hit back. It makes sense. You need to protect yourself. It's important. However, he has security and they have jumped people before. So he didn't really need to necessarily do that. But as he did that, he actually slapped somebody else. Completely different person. He slapped the hell out of this girl. And you can see it on camera. Now, this is what I have to say. As a life coach and as someone who also has had to learn to be non-reactive in certain situations that call for taking a step back and reevaluating the situation. DaBaby's problem that I see, just from my own professional and that I care opinion, he needs to, and if DaBaby, if you're watching this, which I doubt you will be, but if you are a big fan, you need to learn to respond and not react. And that is a big problem. It's not just like you have it, I have that problem. Lots of people have that problem. Anybody in the world can tell you, honestly, of a situation where they were put in a spot, their emotions were high, and they decided, instead of taking a step back and reevaluating the situation and really thinking about the whole larger picture, instantly reacted. Now, we as human beings are very similar to animals. That is a survival instinct, fight or flight instinct. However, we don't necessarily need to always kick those types of things into gear. We can actually decide to take a step back from a situation. Say someone cuts you off. You don't slam your foot on the gas and ram into them. Why? Why would you not do that? Because the ramifications in the long run. You know that if you run into that person, you will cause a car crash. They may hit another person, they may hit another 3 people, multiple different cars, people could get hurt, people could die, and that's one of the reasons why you want to think and really respond to the situation in whatever you think is the best way. Now, if you really think that you need to do those things, if you really feel like you need to respond in a way that is or could be destructive and aggressive, then by all means, if that's what you feel like you're supposed to do, please do it. Nobody really knows what the best situation is except for you at that point in time, because whenever certain things happen, especially if it's a heightened thing, you have seconds, maybe even less than seconds, to really decide how to handle the situation that you're in. But within those seconds, you can think of really a lot, especially if you have had previous situations. You can figure it out what the outcome will be if you react how you normally would react. And you can learn from that situation. You can learn from it and then come back and be like, you know what? Before I got into their face, they got into my face, both got into a fight, and now we can't go into Disneyland anymore. Or you can say, you know what? It's not even that big of a deal. It's one more person. There will always be an instance where if you choose to be a bigger individual and choose to have higher road mentality, then things will probably work out better in the long run. You know, from me, I've reacted and I've responded to 2 different situations before in the past, and I can honestly tell you that my perspective is very different. It's very interesting. What I see after I respond and how I feel after I respond feels good. After I respond to a situation, I get time to really think about it later on. I really feel good about it inside myself. Like, I just really feel nice. I'm like, you know what? I'm really proud that I decided to choose to respond to that situation in a different way. Because in the long run, I grew from it. The nice little feeling. It's a self-reward, and that's what it is. It's a self-rewarding kind of thing. I really truly think it's a duty to yourself to really stop and think. After this whole thing has happened with DaBaby, currently that fan wants to sue him. Now, I'm sure you might be thinking, well, it was just a mistake. Yeah, it was a mistake, and no one got hurt too badly. However, DaBaby did respond, and the way he responded, well,
I'm very sorry that there was a female on the other end of that flashlight on that phone. I just wish you would have gave me the same respect in return. You did not give me the same respect in return, baby. All you had to do was zoom in. Just zoom in.
As you can see, it wasn't the best way to respond necessarily. The way he came off, and I'm sure he really meant to be sincere, it just didn't sound sincere as it may have should have felt to the fan. The whole point of this is to really think about what you should do in heated situations. And not just angry situations, sad situations, or depressed situations. You have the power to decide wherever your life dictates. And sometimes those choices and those decisions happen very quickly. And you won't ever know when the situation is gonna happen. So it's always nice to start training yourself now and start thinking about it. Whenever there's a situation that happens, whenever something occurs, you have the choice to decide, do I want to respond and think about things or react? Now, the choice is yours. No matter what, at the end of the day, it's your life, and no matter what, it will always be brilliant. Thank you so much for watching this video. DaBaby, you're listening, I love you, bro. However, just take 1 or 2 seconds just to think sometimes about whatever's going on in the situation. I know you're smart. Obviously, you're smart. You can tell by the way you speak, your music. You're a smart guy. And I know that the situation that happened definitely wasn't necessarily intended for you to do. I hope the best for you, man. Thank you so much for watching this video. Now, in the comment section, what I want you to do right now is tell me, are you going to respond or react? And if you love this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe / hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my awesome, informative videos. Also, if you need more motivation during the week, check out the link to my link tree below. It has so many different links to all kinds of different places. Our Pinterest, which has quotes that I've come up with and a couple others that I have read from other places. Also check out our IG Shonen Quotes, which is a Instagram page that I've dedicated to making motivational little pictures and posters from anime. It's all anime-inspired motivational quotes. It's a little side project I'm doing, and eventually I will be doing anime-inspired motivational videos. There's also my Thumbtack as well, which has more information about one-on-one life coaching that I do and how to schedule an appointment for those one-on-one life coaching sessions. Also, if you just want to chat real quick, have a real quick question, you can also hit me up on my Twitter. My Twitter is @HankTheZebra. It should be in the link tree. Thank you once again, and never forget, you are brilliant.